Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at the September release, some of the main features that are going to be included on the actual release. As we're going through, definitely feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and we can get those answered and informed about the new features. There are three main features that we're going to be taking a look at today. The first and kind of the biggest, most exciting of those is social media within Twitter campaigns, so Twitter posting, so how you are able to utilize that functionality. Also, some updates and enhancements to the campaign functionality, adding and managing the tactics that you have within campaigns. And then last is a kind of smaller update to show just a real quick ability to, when using the library, when you're using campaigns, how you're able to individually reset those library filters. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to the live view. So the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is the social media update, being able to add images or videos into Twitter posts. So of course, when we're talking about creating social posts, we'll be doing that in the Program Manager from the Tactics tab. And then from the Tactics tab, we would select Social. And from Social, we will search for our specific campaign that we want to update. So, for example, I will go ahead and use the security in the cloud campaign. And so the first thing you'll notice once we have actually accessed the social campaign is the new updated UI functionality. So with the updated UI, the functionality itself is still very similar as far as the previous functionality. Creating the text, creating the actual link itself. You still have the text box. So of course we'll just type out whatever our text is, or copy paste it in. And we've created the basic text for our post. Now the big exciting update is, of course, adding images and video into Twitter posts. Now currently this functionality is specific for Twitter, adding that media into the post itself, but that is something that will be added over the next upcoming releases. So definitely something to look out for. But to actually upload the image or the video, you can see below the text field, we have the camera and the camcorder icons. And so that's how you'll be able to upload either an image or video, respectively. So for images, you can simply click on the button and then browse on your computer wherever you have those images that you'll be using. You can select up to 4 images. And once you've selected your images, you can see below the list of the images that you've selected. And on the right in the preview, you can see kind of the way that post is actually going to display in Twitter. So the main image and then the 3 smaller images to the right of it. Okay. And then once you have that post created, the content, you will then, of course, set the date and time that you want that post to go out. All this just like you normally would. And then save and publish the post. Which will add it into the list of posts that you can see down below at the bottom half of the screen. Okay. Video works very similarly. You'll have your content. Instead of the image icon, though, you'll click on the camcorder and then search for the file that you would be uploading. In the case of video, only one video per post, unlike the images. But then once we've selected our video, we can see on the right with the preview that we're even able to preview that video file that we selected to make sure that it is the correct file and everything seems to be working correctly. And then of course, once we have our video and the text, of course we would post it using the exact same functionality that we just did with the images. And then once those posts are actually completed, of course they will show up and be syndicated out to your partners, just like they would normally. We can see here that when you do include images or a video, that those posts, those images, thumbnails of the images will show up in the list down below. So again, giving partners an idea of what exactly is going to be included in each of those posts that they are going to go out on their behalf. So any questions about the social, the new social posts? Again, currently for Twitter, but we'll be expanding that in the coming, in the next couple updates.
Nope.
Okay, great. So that is the first major update that we'll be taking a look at. The next update is, especially for the designers and the content managers out there, we've really simplified and updated the management of content within campaigns. So making that much simpler and easier for you to use. So of course, talking about campaigns, we'll go to the Campaigns tab, and then we'll select a campaign. And specifically with this update, we're talking about the Tactics tab of the campaigns. So the first thing that you may notice is that we no longer are segmenting the content based on outbound or inbound tactics. We've gotten rid of that distinction. We're just keeping everything under the, of course, marketing tactics category, so keeping everything together. Now, when it comes to managing the campaign, adding and removing the tactics, all of that's going to work the exact same way. So you can browse for the tactics or use the search to find the specific tactic you're looking for. But the next kind of big update as part of the campaign is this new Publish to Accounts button. So once you have added all of the tactics and everything has been set for the campaign, this Publish to Accounts button is going to make it much easier for you to update and share this, this campaign. So once we click this Publish to Accounts button, that's going to let us choose which programs this, this campaign and all of the tactics within the campaign are going to be shared to. So now you don't have to worry about making sure that the campaign is shared to the correct programs and then go through in each of the individual emails and other assets within the campaign. All of those are going to be set, make sure that everyone has that correct access simply using this one Publish to Account feature. And so we'll simply say, in this case, we wanted access in the partner marketing, staging, and then also the test program. And we'll simply click the Publish button. And now we can see with this program filter on the left, excuse me, on the right, that all of those tactics have been added to those programs that we set. And then the campaign itself as well is shared to all of the partners in those programs that we've selected. Okay. Any questions with that, with the Publish to Account functionality? Okay. Another functionality that we've added to the Tactics tab to make it make your lives a little bit easier is now when you select on the left, we have the checkboxes for the tactics. When you select any tactics, you'll see now to the right of the Publish to Accounts button, we also have the tactics setting option. And by selecting that, we can update either the attributes or the programs that those specific tactics that we selected are shared to. So first, we'll take a look at the attributes. So this makes it really quick and easy for you to update the attributes for multiple tactics at once, assuming they have the similar or the same attributes that should be selected. So for example, if all three of those items that I had selected should have these attributes and maybe the all use type, we can make those selections and then save those attributes. And so now those attributes will be updated for all of those tactics that I selected. Similarly, with the tactic setting, once we've selected the tactics that we want to update, we can also update the share setting for those specific tactics as well. So for example, maybe these couple emails that we have in our campaign, instead of being shared to all three of those programs that we selected before, maybe it is only available to a select subset of partners. So maybe the campaign is shared to your general partner list, but you have a premium set of partners that should have access to this content. So for just those handful of emails that we selected, we would be able to select that program that should have access to those emails. Okay. So any questions with the with either of those features, the publish to accounts or the ability to update the program access or attributes of those individual tactics within the campaign? Okay. So lastly, we'll take a look at a small update, but improves usability specifically for partners and their experience. We'll go to the library. This functionality is in both the library and campaigns as well, so the same thing. Now, when using the filters on the left, once you make a selection within the filters, you can see now that we have this X option, which lets us clear out the selection that we made for that specific filter. So now you don't have to either reset everything, which will clear all the filters, or do it manually. Make it very simple. Just click that, and your selection goes back to the default all setting. So just make it a little bit easier for you and your partners to use the filtering options. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining the call today to go over the September release. If you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us using the information that you can see on the screen, either by email, support, by phone, or directly through the live chat. Thanks again, and have a good day.